Yo, what's up guys, it's Rico. Today I'm bringing you guys some Modern Warfare 3, and of course I'm bringing you another MOAB. And in this game in particular, I go on a 50 gun streak. I decided right after my first MOAB, usually what I do is I kill myself or let somebody kill me, and I actually try to allow somebody to take me out. They missed me on a knife. I stood still for about a second, and then that's when I decided, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna go for a long kill streak. So I did. Ended up with 50 kills. At the end of the match I ended up dying like as I called the MOAB in, but it was a pretty beastly gameplay in my opinion. Now I want to take it back a little bit and talk about tips and tricks. I mean, I haven't really done any tips and tricks videos in a long time. I haven't really seen too many videos on YouTube with just tips and tricks, rather you know certain spots for peeking and lines of sight and stuff like that. But I definitely want to bring it back to the whole reason why I started YouTube and bring you guys some tips and tricks on your overall gameplay. And I'm not just talking about Modern Warfare 3, I'm not just talking about Black Ops 3, I'm talking about first person shooters in general. But the focus today is going to be Call of Duty, simply because it's a very arcadey type of shooter compared to like other titles like Battlefield, Insurgency, and Battlefront coming out. I'm sure it's going to be a lot different than the arcade feel of Call of Duty. Alright, first off, you definitely want to be in a good mood when you're going to play Call of Duty. Now I have to actually step back for a second before I play Call of Duty nowadays and ask myself, okay, if I start to die over and over, if I am playing like shit, if I'm not having a good game, how am I going to react? Am I going to rage? Am I going to just be okay with it? Am I going to just get out of the game and just get into a new lobby? And if the answer is, yeah, I'll be okay with it, then I'm going to pop in the disc and we're going to start playing. Now, the key to playing good, in my opinion, is definitely being in a great mood, in a good mood in general. Okay, now if you're in a bad mood, you're probably not going to be thinking too clearly. You're going to be rushing around onto that first streak, and it's going to get quite frustrating, dying over and over. It's probably going to lead to you either breaking a controller or just breaking your Xbox. I don't know the level of rage that you guys are on, but for me, it has definitely led to a few broken controllers in my day. Now, on the other hand, if you are in a good mood, today for example, I got on and I was in a pretty good mood. My very first game, I got put against a party of 6, and my team was absolutely shit, and we were actually losing about 110, 120 to 0 on domination. I mean 0 points, not even a single point. We didn't have a capture, we didn't have any flags, nothing. Now they had us pretty, pinned down, and we kept dying over and over. But what I kept doing, I kept actually getting on little kill streaks here and there, 4 kills, 5 kills, and then dying, 2, 3 kills, then dying. But the key was, what kept me in that game was the fact that I was actually pissing these guys off, and I can hear it on the other side of the mic. Every time I kill them, I knew that they were on a long streak. None of them got a MOAB. I know they were very close. There was a couple of guys that were like 17 and 18 and 0 when I entered the game, and they ended up with a few deaths because of me, and they were really frustrated about that, and that's what kept me playing that game in particular. Now, if I was in a bad mood, I would have definitely just quit out of that game, or been really frustrated and wanted to just break something. I don't know, break the controller or something, who knows. But that would have set the tone. Had I gone in with in an upset mood, that would have set the tone for the remaining time that I was playing, and it wouldn't have led to anything good, because at that point you just want to at least have a good game to redeem yourself, and if you're frustrated, it's not going to happen. So I just like to approach it being in a good mood as often as I possibly can. Now the next thing I do is try to play as conservative as I can, at least to start the game, just so that I can get warmed up. My fingers are usually cold when I'm starting to play. I just want to warm up my fingers and get used to the sensitivity, and depending on if I was playing another shooter game or any other game in general, you want to get used to the controllers, get really comfortable, and you want to be able to have that twitch reaction when you're coming around corners, or in general you want to be able to be spot on with your aim. So I just take it easy for the first couple minutes, and then it'll happen. You'll realize, you'll know exactly when it happens, when you are just absolutely ready to just go all out. And when I mean go all out, for me, sometimes as soon as I hit that specialist, that is my cue. Like, all right, I'm good, I'm ready, I am, you know, fully equipped, I'm ready to fucking go. And it's over for the enemy team for the most part, especially if I have a decent team on my side and we're not losing horribly and we only have one flag. No, usually that's going to lead to a really good game. Whether you get your kill streak that you're going for or not, you're going to have a good game. You're going to go positive. You're going to go 2 KD, 3 KD. In this case, in this game right here, I have a 50. I think I ended the game with a 54 KD, which is ridiculous, you know, and I was having a good time. I think that's the main reason why. Now, all right, I'm going to bring it back again, you know, back to the tips and tricks, back to the basics. And, you know, as much as we are advanced Call of Duty players, a lot of people that are watching this, there are things that we tend to overlook. You know, we tend to run around. We tend to ignore the fact that we're out in the open for too long or not sticking to the walls. You know, we have to go back to those basics, because I actually focused on those tactics that I used to use when I first started playing Call of Duty, where I had to actually think about what I was doing. Hope this video helps you guys. If you liked it, leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Rico's out. Peace.